Counting on Joy Anna Duggar talks misconceptions about parents. Counting on alum Joy Anna Duggar Forsyth has been making headlines after appearing in the Unplanned podcast. The 26-year-old mom shared many things about her life and her family. One of them was how Jill and Jinger's books affected everyone. However, what caught the attention of many was Joy Anna opening up about the misconceptions about her parents. Keep reading to see her statements. Counting on Joy Anna Duggar shares major adjustment after Jill and Jinger's books. One of the things Joy Anna discussed in the Unplanned podcast was how Jill and Jinger's books, Counting the Cost and Becoming Free Indeed, affected the family. According to the former Counting On star, the books put their parents in the hot seat for months, bringing so much negativity to their family. My siblings and my parents and all this stuff was super hard at that time, she added. However, Joy Anna clarified that it also gave her a new perspective about her beliefs, strengthening her faith. Joy Anna talks misconceptions about parents. Aside from the books, Joy Anna also discussed misconceptions about her parents. According to the Counting on Alum, there have been speculations that Jim Bob Duggar controls everybody's social media accounts, which is false. She added that they've been a happy family, and all the misconceptions about their parents being abusive are not true. Austin chimed in and said that the rumors about them not being happy in their marriage were false. He also called out people who keep assuming Jessa and Ben are struggling in their marriage, saying they believe anything online nowadays. Many fans also commended Austin and Joy Anna Duggar Forsyth for speaking up. My respect for Joy and Austin went up exponentially after watching this. Much respect for Joy opening up and sharing. He doesn't have to. God bless them always. People basing your lives off of a 30-minute YouTube video or an IG picture is wild. Love you guys and your family. Counting on Joy Anna Duggar shares terrifying story about Austin. Joy Anna also shocked viewers after opening up about Austin's terrifying accident. According to the Counting on Alum, they were still courting back then when Austin totaled his truck. She was so worried that she held Austin's hands for about 15 minutes, which is not allowed during courtship. Joy Anna even said Jim Bob got upset seeing his daughter holding Austin's hands. Joy Anna Duggar Forsyth grew up in one of the most famously scrutinized families in America. As part of the sprawling Duggar clan featured on TLC's 19 Kids and Counting and later Counting On, Joy Anna's childhood played out in front of millions. Now a wife and mother herself, Joy Anna is using her platform to reflect on her upbringing, and she's finally speaking out about the misconceptions surrounding her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. In a recent candid YouTube video, Joy Anna opened up about how public perception has often painted her parents in extremes. To some, they're ultra-strict, out-of-touch fundamentalists. To others, they're symbols of strong family values and spiritual devotion. But Joy Anna wants people to understand that the truth is far more complicated and more human. They weren't perfect, but they try. Joy Anna doesn't shy away from the controversy surrounding her family, especially in the wake of her brother Josh Duggar's legal troubles and the resulting scrutiny of Jim Bob and Michelle's parenting. But she insists that the harshest assumptions about them don't match her personal experiences. There's a narrative out there that my parents were cold, controlling, or that we lived in fear, she shared. That just wasn't my day-to-day reality. Yes, they had high standards, and yes, they believed strongly in their faith, but they also really loved us. They tried their best to be consistent and present, even if they didn't always get it right. Joy Anna says one of the biggest misconceptions is that the Duggars were raised without joy or individual expression, a criticism frequently leveled at large, religious families. There was structure, of course, she admitted, but there was also laughter. So many of my favorite memories involve us running barefoot outside, baking in the kitchen, doing pranks on each other. People assume it was this gloomy, rules-only kind of home, but it wasn't like that. Misunderstood motives. Another major misconception Joy Anna wants to address is that her parents intentionally manipulated or harmed their children in the name of religion. She acknowledges the harm some people may have experienced in similar environments, but believes intent matters. I know some people had really painful experiences with strict religious upbringings, she said, her tone softening. And I don't want to dismiss that. But for my parents, I genuinely believe they were doing what they thought was right for us. They weren't trying to control us. They were trying to protect us. Even when I disagree with how they did it, I understand why they did it. Joy Anna shared that her mother, Michelle, often took the time to sit down and explain the why behind household rules and spiritual teachings. She didn't just bark orders, she said. She would ask how our hearts were doing. She always wanted to connect on an emotional level. Her father, Jim Bob, was the disciplinarian, but also, she says, the fun-loving encourager who took them on road trips, made silly jokes, and worked hard to provide stability. I think people assume he was stern all the time, but he really did laugh with us and play with us. He had this light side people didn't always see. Growing up under a microscope, Joy Anna acknowledges that growing up on television had a major impact, both on how the public saw her parents and on how her parents saw themselves. When you're on camera for that long, people think they know everything, she said. They see edited episodes and form opinions, but the cameras only captured a fraction of who we were. She recalls how filming could distort family dynamics. Sometimes the most chaotic moments would be the ones edited out, and the most polished ones would be aired. Or the reverse, a dramatic moment might be shown without context. That shapes how people view my parents. They were always aware of how they'd come across, and I think that pressure affected how they parented sometimes. Joy Anna is careful not to blame the media entirely. It's more that the show froze us in time. People still expect us to be those same kids. But we've grown up. And so have our parents. Setting boundaries with love. One of the most personal revelations Joy Anna made in her video was about how she's learned to lovingly set boundaries with her parents as an adult. I don't agree with everything they taught, and I don't follow every rule anymore, she said. But I've had to learn how to have those conversations respectfully. I still love and honor them. But I also have to protect my own family and make decisions that feel right for us. She explained that things like birth control, secular education, and even clothing choices are areas where she and her husband Austin have taken a different path. I think people assume we're either clones of our parents or rebels who've cut ties. But it's more nuanced than that. We're finding our own way while still being in relationship with them. According to Joy Anna, her parents have mostly respected that journey. It hasn't always been easy, but they've tried to be open-minded. They may not understand everything, but they want to stay in our lives. And that means a lot. The pain of public assumptions. Joy Anna also opened up about how hurtful it can be when strangers assume the worst about her upbringing or accuse her of enabling harmful ideologies. Some people say, "You're brainwashed," or "You're still covering for them." That hurts, she admitted, because they don't know my heart. They don't know how hard I've wrestled with all of this, the good and the bad. She says that speaking up now, in her late 20s, is part of reclaiming her own voice. For a long time, I didn't talk much about any of it. I was afraid of saying the wrong thing or being misunderstood. But I've realized that staying silent doesn't help.